Greetings, everyone. Well, it's closer look time again here on the Multimedia Chronicles. Today we're going to be taking a look at the two-volume set of the Legend of Prince Valiant animated series from 1991 to 1993, put out by BCI Eclipse many moons ago. Now, I should mention, while these two sets are long out of print, they've never had a re-release or anything like that, you can still find them fairly cheap, so I will include Amazon links in the description for you if you'd like to add them to your collection after this video. And big thanks to those of you who use those links, because it does help to support the show very directly. I get a little kickback when you use those. Anyway, yeah, The Legend of Prince Valiant was a two-season animated series. Season 1 was 26 episodes and ran from 1991 to 1992, and Season 2 was 39 episodes, which ran from 1992 to 1993, for a grand total of 65 episodes, the magic syndication number. So over the course of the two volumes that BCI Eclipse put out, we do have all 65 episodes and a nice little selection of extras, all in some very snazzy packaging with lovely artwork. So let's take a closer look at it. The Legend of Prince Valiant, today on A Closer Look on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. So, The Legend of Prince Valiant is based on the very long-running comic strip. The comic strip, just titled Prince Valiant, started in 1937 and continues to run to this day. Yeah, that's got to be some kind of record. There's been a few other adaptations of Prince Valiant over the years. There was a film in 1954. Prince Valiant himself guest starred in the episode Terror in Time in Defenders of the Earth, and there was also a 1997 movie as well. The animated series originally aired on the Family Channel in 1991 to 93. So the story essentially follows Prince Valiant, who is an exiled knight who's trying to earn his way back into favor to become one of the Knights of the Round Table. And over the course of the story, there is love and adventure and betrayal and twists and turns and war and heartache, and it's just an epic, epic story. And quite gutsy for an early 90s animated series, I gotta say. Like, they really don't shy away from too much. I mean, it's still suitable for family viewing and intended for family viewing, but this show has a little bit of everything in it. I mean, characters do die or disappear mysteriously, and there is a lot of genuine peril to the characters, and you feel like there's always a lot at stake. It's very, very good. So the story is structured in sort of a soft serialized format, so there is quite a lot of tight continuity over the course of it. Very much has the feeling of a continuing saga, much like its comic strip origins. And for the most part, the whole series is broken down into 5 major story arcs. So Season 1 has 2 major story arcs, Season 2 has 3. So you're basically looking at about 13 episodes-ish per story arc, yeah, which divides up quite nicely. Anyway, if you like high adventure set in medieval times, this is definitely a good one to check out. I should also mention it has one of the all-time greatest 90s cartoon theme songs ever. It's just so good. If I can find a link to it on YouTube, I'll include that in the description down below so you can give it a listen. There's a full-length 4-minute version of that song, which I've listened to I don't know how many hundreds of times. I just absolutely love it. Aside from the 2 volumes comprising all 65 episodes of the complete series, the only other DVD release we got of this show was this one, which for some reason has 16 episodes on it. So that's the first story arc and a bit, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I guess this is just for people who just want a taste of it before committing to the whole series. But anyway, I say just go for the full series. Like, you know, go big or go home, right? Anyway, let's head on down to the black table and we'll take a closer look at this lovely set of this oft overlooked animated series, The Legend of Prince Valiant. And just before we do that, I did actually double check just as I was editing this video, and it turns out there was indeed a re-release of the complete series from Mill Creek. So, along with all the other Amazon links, I'll be sure to include this one too. Okay, here we go with Volume 1 of Prince Valiant. So Prince Valiant ran for a single 65-episode season. It was basically just one of those cartoons that went straight into daily syndication, 5 days a week for 13 weeks, 5 episodes a week. And there you go. So this set contains the first 33 of the 65 episodes. It's quite nice. So the slip case is quite nice. It's a combination of glossy and matte finish, as you can see here. Prince himself is, and the logo and that is all shiny, and then the rest is kind of matte finish. This nice, gently textured matte finish. It's very, very pleasing to the fingertips. So we just slide it out, and it basically is just a big slip cover with, you know, the top sealed. And then inside, just an oversized keep case, same artwork. Contents listed on the back. And there you go. So just crack this puppy open. And here we go. So we got a nice little booklet. Get some other releases and a Funimation catalog. So if we go over here, yep, they're all flipper discs. So not much to look at in terms of disc art, because there ain't any. So 4 of the discs are flipper discs. They're single layer, dual-sided, so no real playback problems to speak of here. They all play pretty nicely. And then the last disc is just a single-sided, so we do get a little bit of disc art there. Yeah, I think this came out when BCI Eclipse was getting close to the end of their reign, and they were starting to skimp a bit on the packaging and whatnot. So we take a look in the booklet. At least we do get a nice booklet. We get a full breakdown. Yeah, you can see it's just like 4 episodes per side. So those are single layer discs. I don't know why they didn't just do it as single-sided dual layer discs. I guess maybe these ones were a little cheaper for them. But yeah, so very standard kind of BCI Eclipse booklets here, where we have disc by disc breakdown, episodes, screenshot from each episode. Very nice. And we do still get some special features here as well. Yeah, they gave absolutely the royal treatment to absolutely every show that they put out. So we do have some interviews with the show creators, a couple of audio commentaries, storyboard gallery, and some character and background gallery. Very cool. Would love to see those in high definition. And there we go. Nice little blurb about the show. Very cool. And then I guess we should take a look at these two classic comic strip characters brought to life. Hey, awesome. Oh, and there we go. So we got Flash Gordon, Prince Valiant, of course, and Animated All-Stars. So just kind of a variety of cartoons on that one, I guess. So there you go. And Defenders of the Earth coming soon. Yeah. And finally, we got the catalog. What is this? The I can't see. Is there a date on this? Nope, doesn't say. Anyway, I think we've seen this catalog before in other closer looks. This looks very familiar. Yeah. So it's just a big kind of gatefold of various Funimation anime releases. And there we go. So it looks like 2005. Is that right? 2006. It says May to August 2006. Well, there you go. The anime source. Very nice. Okay, so we'll just put all this back together, shall we? Slide it in there. Oops. And there we go. Volume Volume 1. And then it was followed shortly thereafter by Volume 2. Now, I got them more or less at the same time because I was kind of late to the party getting all of these, and I just wanted to get all the animated shows that BCI Eclipse was putting out, because when would we ever see animated shows get the royal treatment like this again? I didn't want to miss out on any of them, so yeah. So this was a show that I actually didn't see when it was originally on. I kind of bought this sight unseen. If we look here, once again, we have a combination of shiny and matte. But one way you can tell this is getting close to the end of BCI Eclipse's reign is because the slipcovers and boxes used to have texture on them as well. They were embossed, so they first did away with the embossing and at least did a nice little mix of matte and glossy there. And then the next step was they did away with the single-sided discs and switched to flipper discs. So sadly, this is from that era. But still a very nice set. I mean, they certainly don't skimp on the contents at all. So we'll take a look at this in just a moment. It looks like we have just the booklet in this one. So, oh, there we go. And in this case, wow. Can I, just trying to get the disc out here, folks. Don't mind me. There we go. Okay, and there we go. There's the final disc underneath. Hi, how's it going? Yeah. Gotta love those super tight disc hubs. That doesn't give you a heart attack every time you try to take a disc out or anything. Yeah, good stuff. So same thing again, single layered, double-sided. But then we do have the disc by disc breakdown, disc by disc, side by side breakdown. Let's see what's on each one. But yeah, this is a terrific series. If you like high adventure and drama and intrigue and betrayal and tragedy and triumph, then I mean this series has it all. And as I said, I think in the intro, it has one of the best theme songs ever for an animated series. It's just so damn good. So once again, we have interviews with Noel North and Judith and Garfield Reeves Stevens. Wonderful husband and wife writing team. They do some terrific stuff. They've done a lot of Star Trek novels and things like that. A couple more audio commentaries, more storyboards, more image galleries, and a bonus episode of Defenders of the Earth. There you go. Which actually features Prince Valiant guest starring in that episode. So very nice that they included that, just kind of as a nice little bonus there. And there we go. And then we have, speaking of which, Defenders of the Earth, Flash Gordon, and Dungeons and Dragons. I have all of those sets. That's a great pile of collections there. So let's put all this back together. Yeah, speaking of the music, they did put out a music CD of the soundtrack. You can take a look at the cover here. Yeah, I've been meaning to get my hands on that for ages. It generally goes for fairly reasonable prices on the aftermarket. It's obviously long out of print, but I just haven't got around to it yet. But I do absolutely love the theme music for this. It's such a great song. You can find the full-length version of it on YouTube, I think, and of course on the aforementioned soundtrack CD. So there you go. The Legend of Prince Valiant. Definitely a good one and worth checking out. And there you have it. So, as I mentioned before, I will include Amazon links to these in the description below. Last I checked, they don't go for that much, so you should be able to add these to your collection fairly inexpensively. Pretty nice for couple of sets that have been out of print for so long. And this really does seem to be a hidden gem. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this show, and I'm kind of surprised by that because it's really damn good, and you should check it out. Alrighty, well that is it from me to you for now. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors. Don't forget to catch me on Twitch. I stream just about every day, and I will see you next time. Until then, sayonara.